LTV viewers and friends, welcome to the May 1st, 2025 edition of East End News on LTV. This is your community and your news. I'm Christine Sampson. Our top story this week is for everyone in Southampton town who finds they've got food scraps left over after cooking or eating. Let's take a look. Don't toss out those valuable food scraps. There's a new way to throw it away. Southampton town recently joined East Hampton and Riverhead towns in offering a food scrap composting option at its recycling centers in Sag Harbor, North Sea, and Hampton Bays. Several large collection bins have been placed in each of these locations. Town residents are advised to first gather food scraps at home in a bucket or other container, then periodically drop them off in the bins. The town will use the scraps to make compost that will be available free of charge to residents on an as-needed basis for their gardens and landscapes at home. Town resident Joe Lamport was among those who advocated for the food scrap composting program.
Through the Sustainability Committee for the town of Southampton, this is something we've been talking about and working on for a couple of years. We thought it was time for Southampton to get in the game. So we're really off and running in a big way, and the town of Southampton is now in the game of making its own compost from food scraps.
Here's how it works. You can toss your fruit and vegetable scraps and rinds, grains such as pasta, rice, and bread, coffee grounds and loose tea, eggshells, nuts, seeds, candy, and chips. Residents should also take note of what not to compost here. Fats, oils, anything greasy, meat, fish, and poultry leftovers, including bones, dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, any type of packaging, even if it says compostable. Pet waste, cat litter, diapers, wipes, and yard waste are also ineligible.
Every scrap matters. There's tremendous waste in the way we handle our solid waste stream in the United States. The EPA estimates that 25% of all the garbage going to our landfills and incinerators are food scraps. And that just is insane, because there's a much better and higher use for those food scraps right here at home, making compost, which then goes right into our soil. You know, our soil in Long Island is very thin. Well, now you at home can get in the game and start helping expedite creating a rich new topsoil from our scraps, and that's really what it's all about.
The Parrish Art Museum is turning to the community for help raising $200,000. Due to the recent executive orders by President Trump, which have heavily impacted the Institute of Museum and Library Services, the Parrish Museum has lost over $140,000 in federal funding that supported many of its educational programs. The sudden loss of money means the museum will be forced to eliminate or scale back the frequency of programs such as art therapy, summer camps, dance workshops, and after-school activities. One of the hardest hit programs is Access Parrish, which provides artistic learning experiences for people with special needs and conditions such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. The cuts will impact at least 2,000 children and adults locally. Dr. Monica Ramirez Montague said in a statement, "The Parrish Art Museum is a safe space where everyone can express themselves through creativity and art. Self-expression is our greatest freedom. We must protect Access Parrish and our educational programs." For those interested in helping the museum, the website parishart.org has more information and a link to donate. Don't these beautiful spring days make you want to spend lots of time outdoors? If so, this announcement is for you. New York State has opened campground reservations for the 2025 camping season, which officially starts on May 16th. Governor Kathy Hochul even issued a statement urging people to unplug and play, saying that New York State campgrounds offer some of the best destinations to take a break from the daily stresses of life and reconnect with nature. Hither Hills State Park in Montauk is among 43 locations on Long Island with campsite availability. So are Orient Beach State Park and Wildwood State Park, both on the North Fork. All told, New York State offers camping facilities at 119 locations. From campsites and RV hookups to cabins and cottages, all bookings can be made through the Reserve America website or by phone at 1-800-456-CAMP. These are all expected to fill up pretty quickly, so here's a tip. Check out the state website Camping This Weekend to search for last-minute cancellations anywhere in New York. Hospitals aren't always known for good food, but our own Stony Brook Southampton Hospital's Nutritional Services Department has become just the second healthcare institution in the nation to earn the Snail of Approval Award from Slow Food East End. Slow Food is a global movement dedicated to promoting clean, high-quality, and ethically sourced food for all. The Snail of Approval is awarded to establishments that make environmental and sustainable efforts to improve the food system. Southampton's Nutritional Services Department has made an impact on the East End food system by catering healthy meals to their patients made with fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Often the meals are influenced by Mediterranean cuisine. The hospital says it even provides educational courses and food care packages for patients based on their needs. Executive Chef Derwin K. Pryor sets the tone at the top. He said in a statement that fresh ingredients make all the difference, not just in taste, but in the way they make people feel. When patients enjoy their meals, it lifts their spirits and supports their recovery. Here's more good news for patients of Stony Brook Southampton Hospital. National hospital safety ratings were also announced this week. Leapfrog, the independent organization that monitors hospital safety, gave Stony Brook Southampton a grade of A for its stellar performance on 30 metrics such as preventable errors, accidents, injuries, and infections. This is the third straight year that Leapfrog has awarded an A to Stony Brook Southampton Hospital. Up Island, the main Stony Brook Hospital campus, also received an A from Leapfrog. Carol Gomes, Chief Executive Officer of Stony Brook University Hospital, said this is a reflection on the top-notch employees who work there. She said in a statement, "Every day they go the extra mile to keep those in our community safe. It means trusted, exceptional care is always close to home, delivered by people who truly put the patient's well-being first." It's fair to say the last couple of years have been tumultuous at the Amagansett School, which not only earned the National Blue Ribbon status in 2023, but was also the center of attention for matters of school security, administrator disciplinary proceedings, and school budget fluctuations. Now, school officials in Amagansett are asking parents and faculty members to weigh in on the climate of the school with the option to remain anonymous. A 20-question survey has been posted online at aufsd.org, asking people to rate aspects like the academic quality, after-school programs, communication, safety, and special education effectiveness on a scale of 1 to 10. This is the second time in recent history that the district is conducting the survey, asking the same questions it did the first time around for consistency. The school said in a statement that the goal is to assess the areas for growth, celebrate achievements, and identify opportunities for improvement. Next up on East End News is our community calendar, highlighting fun and interesting things to do across the South Fork. On Tuesday, May 6th, high school students are invited to the East Hampton Library to drop in and paint a flower pot for Mother's Day between 3:30 and 6:30 p.m. All supplies are included. Sign up is on eventbrite.com. The East Hampton High School PTSA is holding its first ever fundraiser on Friday, May 9th at the Clubhouse from 6 to 9 p.m. The popular band Reeb will perform. Tickets start at $40. The East Hampton School District website has more information. A thriller is coming to the screen at the Sag Harbor Cinema starting on May 9th. Sinners is the latest film from the director of Black Panther and Creed. SagHarborCinema.org is the website for tickets and showtimes. The Children's Museum of the East End has a special Sensory Saturday morning coming up on May 10th when all the lights and sounds will be toned down for kids with special sensory needs. Admission is free, but advanced sign-up is required at cme.org. And finally, at Longhouse Reserve on Sunday, May 11th, docent Jeffrey Blatt will lead a special Mother's Day garden walk themed around women as creators. The event comes free with regular museum admission. Details are at longhouse.org. And speaking of cool events, a 10-show run of the Tony Award-winning play God of Carnage opens today, May 1st, right here at LTV. East End News got an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the production.
My son has not disfigured your son.
Your son has disfigured my son.
Comedy, chaos, and commentary. That's what's in store for audiences right here at LTV when a 10-show run of the Tony Award-winning play God of Carnage opens on Thursday, May 1st.
I think one of the main and most important questions that this play asks is the morality of care, and like, how much do you care? How far does that care extend to you, your friends, your neighbors, your pets, people who are living on the other side of the world, and the political correctness around that. And, you know, what gets pulled out of the characters are their their social masks are tested and at various points in the play fall and are ripped off.
The hour-long play by Yasmina Reza follows two sets of parents debating how to handle a bloody conflict at the park between their sons. I'm
continually astounded in our rehearsal process by how it's only 40 pages or something, the script, and I would never have guessed that from the previous times that I had seen the show, because so much happens in those 40 pages. They go on an incredible roller coaster of action, of between politeness and impoliteness and to downright savagery and barbarism.
LTV audiences may remember some of these talented cast members from previous shows, including the Pillow Man here at LTV and A Zoo Story at the Clubhouse.
It's just a joy to work with talented people who I also am fond of, mostly fond of.
Tickets to all shows of God of Carnage can be found at ltveh.org.
I feel very proud of it. And of course, for selfish reasons, I want people to come, but I really feel they're going to enjoy it. They're going to get something out of it.
Now we'd like you to meet a special feline friend. Luna is our ARF pet of the week.
Say hello to Luna, a beautiful multicolored 8-year-old domestic shorthair. With her stunning coat and sparkling green eyes, it's impossible to not fall in love with Luna at first sight. Luna is a sweet girl that gets along with other cats and loves to play. She's ready to meet her future best friend and find her forever home. Meet Luna and many more wonderful pets at ARF's Pet Celebration Day on May 17th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the ARF Adoption Center.
Thanks for watching East End News on LTV, delivering the news you need through the power of public access television. I'm Christine Sampson. We'll see you next week.